Hey guys, so I want to give you a word to think about for both strength training and for running. And especially because lately it's gotten so popular to put it together. So, like whether you're doing Hyrox or CrossFit or Spartan racing or just putting strength with your running, this is great for new runners, for people that are older runners or coming back from an injury, or again, doing that hybrid training. I want to talk about a word, unweighting. So, I use this a lot when I coach both running and weightlifting. So I want to just talk about the weight word, right? So when you lift weights, your thought is always like, I'm lifting a weight. So it's like a like a powerful movement. Well, running is the exact opposite because you don't want to be, you don't want impact. You don't want to add weight. We want to unweigh. So I want you to think about that. So I'm going to just really quickly show you. So let's say you don't know how heavy this is, but it doesn't weigh anything. It's a PVC pipe. But let's say I was going to do a deadlift, right? That's a very common lift. So in order to lift the bar, I'm going to put body weight in my feet, and then I'm going to lift my torso up. And when I do that, I'm actually unweighting the bar and I'm using body weight, right? Because I put weight into the ground and then I lifted my torso up. So again, pressing my feet into the ground and lifting my torso up. That torso lift is the unweighting, right? So I actually unweighted the bar by pressing into the ground. Well, in running, if I press into the ground, then I'm going to travel not very far forward, right? So if I press into the ground, I'm going to be like the bar and I'm going to travel up. So I want to use the same concept of unweighting, but in running, the difference is I'm trying to unweigh my foot. So my foot, in a sense, is the weight. And so that's important because now the thought is, right, where do I start? So right in the deadlift, I started here, pressed my foot into the ground and lifted up. So this lift up is the unweighting for both, for weightlifting and also for running. So the difference though is, again, in weightlifting, I want to stay still. I want to stay in place. In running, I want to travel. So I want you to feel that the shoulders only rise because they sit on top of the rib cage. So we use the word shrug sometimes also to talk about the unweighting concept. So I want you to think about that. If you just lifted your shoulders, so do this for me real quick. Just lift your shoulders and feel how it's very hard now to swing your arms with your shoulder lifted. But if it's relaxed, it's a lot easier, right? So when you're lifting and unweighting, it's through the rib cage. So here's what I want you to do. Put your hands on your hips, press down, make sure your knees are bent, and then lift your torso as high as you can. Lift your chest, lift up. This is the hold you want for your run. So what I want you to do next is let go, but keep that same stance. So we're going to let go. All right, keep the knees bent, keep that torso lifted. Now I want you to do a big swing back. And what happens when you swing back should be that your heels start to lift. That's the beginning of the unweighting, okay? So swing back enough that your whole foot pops off the ground. This is now unweighting the foot by lifting the torso up, okay? So now leave the elbows lifted and you should keep lifting. So now I'm unweighting and I'm using elasticity. So your feet should feel nice and light. So now when you feel that, now start to pull in place. Now relax your shoulders, leave your torso lifted, and you're going to travel, right? So you just unweighted your feet. And the more you can keep that unweighting by holding your torso lifted, the better. The less impact you're going to use, obviously more elasticity, and you get stronger by using strength training to be able to do that. So the best part, and by the way, if you come in the RunRX membership, not only do you get gait analysis, live one-on-one coaching through Zooms, but you also get strength training because I'm a strength coach as well. And it's neat because when you start to feel that whether it's bar exercises, say you do like a press overhead, you start to feel how using your body weight. So again, I'm going to press into the ground and push the weight up overhead. You start to feel how you use body weight and how you unweigh. So in weightlifting, I want to unweigh the weight. In running, I want to unweigh my foot. And so again, same with squats. If I'm going to do a squat, I want to make sure I don't want to press down on the bar. That would be adding weight. So I'm actually going to lift my torso up, again, that unweighting, before I even start. So the more you use that, and same in body weight exercises, it doesn't have to be with anything, but you start to use that unweighting in your strength training, it starts to make more sense in your run. So a lot of times when I'm teaching running, I talk about strength training. And so like I said, whether you're new, you're injured, you're older, training for a cross training event, you start to work on lifting this torso, keeping your arms relaxed. This is an important part of training. Knees bent, torso lifted. Again, start a light hop, start swinging back, start pulling, lift up, and holding that upper body, holding that unweighting is what's going to help you hold your run, whether you're trying to run longer, whether you're trying to run faster. But again, less impact, you're going to use elasticity, and that's how you're going to combine that strength training with your movement. So again, use that unweighting, feel it, let me know if you try it. Always feel free to ask questions, comments. Thank you if you've already subscribed. If not, please do, and share. Have a great run. Thank you.